from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Staley. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Makes the grab. It's Odom. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Give to Brown. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Headed to the end zone, and he's tackled tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. They'll move to tight end. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Fox. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy. Last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Go straight ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. They'll run the option.
Start a game. They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The quick out. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He gets up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Grabbed in the middle, it's Chapman. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their...
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and they switch to get into the field quickly.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Looking down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This one's complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man, it's Fox. Snagged in the middle, it's Chapman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Runs through the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on second and 10. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Brown has it. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
So now it's second and long. The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Slants it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that cat.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people.
There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Spins away. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack. They'll try to slow this momentum down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. Got a little space. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Boyd.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. It's Jackson. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A great catch and run for 6.
Defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Makes a move. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He might want another play. To the air, it's Fox. Using the quick game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And back to the air on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Motion from the wideout. Toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Back to pass, it's Fox. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off from the gun. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Shakes off the defender. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Catch in the middle, it's Odom. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
Well, this is a defense that we... Tons of crowd stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, taking take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
To the air, it's Fox. Complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to sneak it. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Fox. Caught close to the marker, it's Boyd. Wide open spaces. Inside, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're
No way to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by.
He's got it. First down and more. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had...
Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
After getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They want that clock to run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Looking for space. It's Jackson.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.